Hello everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. It is, I guess, the second week of June. I apologize for my absence last week. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that we very suddenly lost one of our beloved fur babies. We lost Phoebe, um, and I just wasn't in the headspace. And I would also ask. Um, this may seem selfish, but I'm in a better headspace than I was. But as much as I appreciate condolences being given, I would ask that you not comment with them because I'm finally getting to the point where I can where we're moving on a little bit, and I just don't think I can handle that. But I also felt like I should at least say something since I did miss last week. Um, but I do appreciate everyone who commented on the Instagram post and who reached out to me one on one. But that's where I was last week. Um, so yeah. This was a mildly better week. Had its own share of turmoil in it, but things are I think finally starting to even back out, or at least I hope. Um, so I've got a little bit to go over, not as much as I would have liked. I've got only a bit of quilting, so I'll show that at the end. Got some haul. I've got a new start. I've got whip updates. Actually, technically, I've got two new starts. Or almost three, really, if I'm honest. I've had a lot. It's been one of those. Um, and then I do believe I have some. I do believe I have some Q&A to discuss. So, yes. So we'll dive right on in with the Q&A. The first question comes from Kirby Jane. She asks, do you think you will do any color swaps for the Satsuma Street Wizard of Oz like I am for the Little Dove Wizard of Oz? There's going to be some minor ones. So technically, yes, there are color swaps because I'm trying to do as much of it as I can with the Aurifil versus the DMC. So I figured out a color conversion, I sent my request in, and you'll see in a few minutes what I've got so far from that request. There were 43 colors, 18 of them were able to be shipped to me from Chicago, the rest are coming from Italy, so I don't have all of them yet. So I've worked on the border, which is very exciting. I do have a few minor swaps planned to add some sparkle, but nothing that's going to be too at odds with the what's called for. It's all going to be within a normal. It's not going to be an overhaul like the Little Dove one is. Critter Stitcher says, the wings on Woodland Fairy are fabulous. Are the wings charted for all Kreinik, or did you convert them? Okay, so, first off, there wasn't a lot of Kreinik in the original. When I started my conversion, I was struggling with the wings, and then I found, and I'll link it below, I found someone who had actually done a very similar conversion on Woodland Fairy to what I'm doing. So, with their permission, they shared it. It's on their website, but they were very kind to share that with me. So, I'm using their conversion, which is predominantly Kreinik and Treasure Braid. And the person who did it is Thali Broderies, and I will try to link it below. It may not be there immediately because I don't know if I don't think my favorites carried over. So, since it's favorited and it's a really weird long URL, if you're watching this right as I do the instant premiere, if the link's not there, check back in a little bit, and it will be. Terry Lane asks, where did I purchase the Aurifil welcome kit? Okay, and I feel like maybe I didn't make this clear enough. The reason I got the Aurifil welcome kit, it was not something I purchased. I applied and was accepted to be an Aurifil artisan for the year. It's a little bit like a sponsorship. The goal is they want me using their product as much as possible. Because I stitch versus quilting, it's, I think, caused a little bit of confusion, maybe. And it's been a little bit of a delayed start because I've got to get the product here to start it with. So I've got at least 3 plans so far with theirs. I'll sit down, I'm going to basically do conversions all year long. So I am allowed to still use other cotton flosses, I'm just not allowed to name them. So, but that's okay. So that was shipped to me. It's my welcome kit as an Aurifil artisan. So it's not something that's just available to purchase for anyone. So to go, which fades very beautifully into Trisha's question, have I tried the Aura Floss? And the answer is no, because I only just got some to try. The one color I had already was white. Unfortunately, the white that's in the Satsuma Street Oz Sal, I wasn't really able to get to safely from the border, like I was a little anxious. So I haven't actually had a chance to use it yet. And unfortunately, of the colors that I received, none of them are the ones actually that will help me right now in Oz. So it's going to be a little while before I get to see. Chelsea Olish asks if I've tried that whipped espresso, and I have not yet. Mostly because that's a lot of work, and I'm really fairly lazy. And after 10 years of working in the coffee industry, I don't really want to do much more than press the button and make my coffee go. It's terrible, but... One Hot Mess Tanya asks, when doing book stitch-alongs, do I read the book or do I use an Audible book? I actually do read along. Oh, crud, I left... I'm going to have to go grab that when I get ready to talk about it. I do indeed read along. Now, the exception, I did not read Sense and Sensibility. I read it in college, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it again. As I think I've discussed before in the past, my experience with Jane Austen is not the most pleasant of experiences. So I did not read that one, and I gave up on Frankenstein. I tried real hard, and I just could not get into that one. But I did read Three Musketeers, I did read Secret Garden, I did read A Christmas Carol, and I just started reading Little Women. And I'll grab my book when we talk about that. Which is going to be now. Pause. Hang on. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. So, okay. So, part of the haul you're gonna see in a little bit because it's already being used. Alright, so first off, I did get my first round of colors from Aurifil. Some of this I was shooting a little blind when I ordered. So there's one color that will not end up getting used that I did order. So I'm going to try to show them to you in terms of which project they are for. Oh, they sent me. that one that I'm going to need in a different one. I should have organized this beforehand, and I do apologize for that. Okay, so there's one color that I thought I was getting that it looks like I didn't actually get. That does not help. Well, okay, so I didn't actually get enough to really continue working on either of these two, but that's okay. So I got several of 2692s, and I got these two as well that are for casting a spell. This one, it's one of their variegateds. I don't think it's going to actually work because of how spaced out the variegation is. I'm going to end up wasting too much, I'm afraid. So probably won't actually be using that one. I'm probably going to have to figure out another option. I got these colors, which are for the Owl Forest Alice in Wonderland. So I've got my substitute for black, I've got my substitute for 712, I've got my substitute for 945, although I'm thinking this is not actually going to be a fair match in the end. And I've got my substitute for 760. And then the rest of these are for Oz. And it's a mixture of the 12 and the floss. So I've got my replacement for 726. Black, obviously. One of the possible replacements for, oh no, this one's the one for 498. This one is for, this one's 2140, this one's 3820. This one replaces 712. I got two of this one. Why did I get, oh no, this one, did I accidentally reverse numbers? Some colors I definitely, there were a couple that could fit, and I think I actually reversed numbers on this one. So this one was an oops, I think. This one replaces 351. Excuse me, 340. This one replaces 3755. This one replaces 3341. This one replaces 906. Replaces 910. Replaces 168. Got another 2975. This one replaces 782. And this one replaces something. The list they gave me that I was getting and the list that I had marked on are not matching up. This one replaces something, but I don't know what. Oh, this one replaces 666. It's one of the two options for it. So I ordered both to see which one was going to work better. So there are those for the Owl Forest Wizard of Oz. All right. Then I ordered for the Stitching Book Club, I ordered my bookmark, which I'll show you now, and I'll show you my minder in a moment. But it says, it's actually a quote from Work, A Story of Experience, but it says, she is too fond of books and it has turned her brain. And it's still Louisa May Alcott, so we're going to count it. Because it seemed very appropriate. And then I spent my birthday gift cards that I had left for Fire Poppies. These are going to be used in the Satsuma Street Oz. These are silk lame braids. They're going to be for the rainbow. Silk lame braid is very similar to Etoile, but these were in much softer colors than the Etoile came in. So I've got these, and then the purple is on back order, so it will be coming. And then I ordered this pattern from Thistles, and I'm blaming my friend Olna for this one because she ordered it, and I just thought it was way too cute. And I think Matt may have ordered it too, NBC Stitcher. Someone else I know got it. But it's real cute. It's a cute little flower shop with all sorts of pretty flowers. And then, I got inspiration from Rosewood Manor. 1-2 Stitch a Few on Instagram did this, and I just thought it was so pretty watching it come together. So I needed it myself. And it's all DMC. It actually will fit on a fat quarter, so... but I just thought it was so pretty. And then I got, in my continuing growing collection of vintage Busilla Wizard of Oz items, I got a Wizard of Oz crib sheet and pillowcase, and it's counted cross-stitch. One of those that they listed it as a buy for now, and I never see this one come up. So I'm hoping eventually that I will get a second one so that I can assemble it. Because I will not want to do that with the current one. So that was the majority of the haul. Alright, so this week, what did I work on? Well, or the last 2 weeks, I should say. First off, Stitching Book Club dropped the first part of Little Women, so I am reading this. I'm using a vintage illustrated junior library edition. This is about a the inscription says it was given to the original owner in August of '60, so I'm guessing this is a late 50s, very early 1960 printing. It's got illustrations by Louis Jambor, like this nice, pretty illustration here, of at least one or two of them doing needlework. Huzzah! It's taking everything in my power not to constantly go, just how little are these women? Because I've watched that episode of Friends far too many times. And I'm hoping when I get to that pivotal scene that I will not need to put the book in the freezer, but I will if I have to. So here's my start. This is on Eccentric Sky from Fortnite Fabrics. There's my needle minder. The cover is the first edition. So, and here's where I got, and I did this all last night on Virtual Stitchers. So, got a decent amount done. Haven't worked on it today. Haven't stitched at all today. So, I started on that. I'm now officially all ready to start my Casting a Spell by Blackbird Designs. I'm doing this as part of the Spooky Summer Stitch-Along. I think that's what it is. I'll definitely link it below. That Chris Cross Stitcher started. And I will be stitching it on this absolutely beautiful Texas Wildflower 32 count Lugana. And I'm doing the sampler version of it, because quite honestly, I could not find another source from the box, and I will not purchase from the place that the box is available from. So, and it's in a great bag from my good friend Rob. So, and I'm also going to be using the purple floss that he dyed. So, very excited for that. I don't know if I'll start this week or not. Probably will if I know myself. I did work on the Satsuma Street Oz. I did get a start on that. So I got that much of the border done. You can see where I started with the etoile and then frocked the red because it didn't work. So, but that's my start on it. This is on Willow from Deerfoot. And it's gorgeous, and I love it so, so much. So, so much. Let's plop these in while I'm doing this. Okay. The Owl Forest Alice, which I did take to work and did not get as much done on it as I wanted to. This was kind of an odd week at work. So here's my start. I got that side of the trellis done, and I'm working on this part. And this is on, it's an X-Jude fabric. Where is my slip that tells me exactly which one it's on? It's on X-Jude. It's one, I got it from Fire Poppies. I seem to have lost it. But it's from X-Jude Designs. It's very pretty. I like it. So here's my start on that. Not very far, as you can see, but that's okay. I, at this point, don't think I will be able to get caught up with it, so we're just going to plug on along. Alright, that is the... Oh, good. And then I did also work on Anne Frank, so I got one whip go goal done. This is Anne Frank from Gera Designs. So my goal was to do 500 stitches, which not only finished out her, but the majority of the bookcase and part of the wall of the apartment. So it finished out her desk and the lamp. So there we go. I'm really enjoying this one. This one is my #StitchAsia piece. And I really do enjoy working on it, so I'm glad to have it back out. So, what am I going to work on this week? Well, I'm going to try and finish up part 1 of Little Women tomorrow. At least that's the idea at the moment. So I'm going to work on that, and then I don't know what I'll work on. I've got a lot of things to work on. It's my late week at work, so we'll see just how much I actually get stitched. But that's kind of where we're at. Tonight, I have to finish cleaning up my craft room because it's kind of exploded. It needs cleaning. So that's it for the stitching portion. The quilting portion is just to show off what I finished. And I can't really even show it to you very well because it's so big. But I finished my first ever lap-sized quilt throw. It's called Joyful Stripes by Allison Ramsing. The fabric that I used was Eleanor's Endeavor. And here it is. It's too wide to even fit on the screen. So it's huge. It's a small lap throw. I've renamed it in honor of Phoebe, so I've called it Phoebe's Joyful Stripes. Because while the colors aren't necessarily her, it's very scrappy and very patchworky. And if you've ever seen pictures of Phoebe, she was that. So, So that's my first finished quilt top for something larger than a table runner. So, anyhow, that's kind of it. So, I will see you all. Oh, here's my fabric slip. Haha. It is called Charming Autumn. That's what my Alforest Alice is on. I found my slip. Okay. So, that's it for me. Again, thank you to everyone who watches me. I do definitely appreciate you all. Thank you all who commented on the Instagram for the lovely thoughts. Again, those are very, very appreciated, but I do ask that you not post them here because yeah. So, I will see you all next week. If you've got Q&A, don't be afraid to drop them. You know I love it. And I will see you next time.